just so you guys are aware, anything you do and say
will be used against us in the court of
will be used. Yeah, basically. Because I'm just like.
You have the right to an attorney if you do not have one.
JC will be appointed to you. Yeah. What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV. It is episode 43. Shit. What episode did I end up on last time? Was it 42 or 43?
I don't know. You're the fucking one with the notebook.
Yeah. I don't look at it. I just make it up as I go.
Yeah, we get it.
Oh, it was 42.
Really?
Jesus. Yeah, we make it up as we go. This is what we're here for, and you probably heard those fucking annoying dickheads in the background. They are my special guests that have been enjoying having me on for every other episode other than tonight, because I don't really feel
Having you on.
It's our show. Alright.
Well, it has been, because everyone loves you. So I want to invite the beautiful Gloucester Lane.
I went first last time.
Yeah, it's nice to whoever comes first. I want to mix it up, especially if we're double dipping. Yeah, welcome. It's good to have you here. What brings you here this evening?
You apparently. You and your knob.
12-year-old knob brings everyone around.
It's a good time.
But I'm not allowed to talk about Jimmy because he gets upset. But I want to invite the. I don't know who this Jimmy bloke is, but if you
Well, we've got JC here.
Yeah, we do.
No JS, we've got a JC. Under his breath.
I'm never coming back.
That was what
I really hope the audio was picked up on that. If not, I'm going to enhance it. Welcome.
We will.
Good to have you. Good to have you.
Good to be here.
Really?
Yeah,
It doesn't sound like enough the last time.
I'm just being polite, mate.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
It's the British in him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's accused and he's polite, that's it.
Beef Wellington, you fuckwit. Is that? Yeah, he's your mate, so.
He's Scottish. If you're talking about, I don't know who you're talking about. If you're talking about Gordon Ramsay,
Yeah, he's basically the same guy at this point.
He's from the UK.
He's
all the same.
Yeah, they're all the
Probably
same.
offend some Scottish people, but then they're different.
No, think so.
Yeah, but they weren't
Other
Scotch.
offense.
They can get fucked. But we are not drinking Scotch tonight. We are drinking bourbon, and it is only fitting.
Shocker.
Shit, has something changed? Have we not?
Can you imagine if one time you went, we're drinking an Isla Scotch?
They're not like, whoa, fuck, really?
Yeah. What are we drinking?
What are we actually doing?
I'm drinking something from Singapore. Wow, what? What? From you? A bourbon? Yeah, continue.
Thank you. I'm glad. Thank you. I will continue.
Please do.
So we've obviously rolled out of the Old Forester tasting event at Webster's, and it's only fitting that we put some Old Forester on the table now. I've basically gone through every other Old Forester other than the 1980 something. 1870? No. 1897. Yeah, I was looking at the 1870. 1897. So I thought we'd do something. But I don't have a...
Unless you won during the Webster's, though.
We record in the future, so who knows? I could,
Don't
or I
you
could not.
record in the past for the future?
Record in the future for the future episodes. I just broke it. It didn't take me much. Yeah, we are doing Old Forester 100 proof, but if you don't like the look of that bottle, ooh, we've got a spare.
You're a lot more graceful with that one.
Sorry. Better?
You got so lucky that didn't break.
I wouldn't have minded.
Oh, it doesn't flip off. There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
It's good from you. I imagine how they get treated when they get flown around in planes. Oh, that's way too much weight for those plus little boxes.
So, what do we have in front of us?
Old Forester 100 proof.
It's Old Forester signature. Yep.
But it's funny you mentioned that, but I'll cover that later
Later.
during the episode.
In the future, when we're filming in the past, in the future.
I will get some glassware. Hope you don't mind me slipping a finger in.
You make me so nervous.
What? I shouldn't. I do like. Oh,
I'm ready because I'm always like, he's either going to throw it at you or do that.
Or drop it. But I do like. I was actually playing with the other ones, and I do enjoy how weighted the bottom of them are because it's always like
DNLs.
Yeah, the new ones.
Oh, the thick boy.
Yeah, the thick boys, the batch 6 thick boys, batch 6 thick boys.
The bourbon glasses.
Bourbon glasses. Because Denver Lily did send me a new one after I.
You might as well say their name right.
Yeah.
Denver and Lily.
Denver and Lily. Add. I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna get in trouble. Add 70 or 10 to your cart for discount or something. I don't know. 10% off. Is that how that works?
I don't even know what you said under your breath.
Yeah.
Did you say add several 10?
Yes. Unrelated. Don't know how. Hold it together.
Someone pour the bourbon.
I thought last time.
Please.
Yeah, you go.
He's gonna glass me.
Go. You better go then.
Please get in there. As you can see, Jesus. Someone should clean that glassware.
Yeah, fucking. I thought that's what you did.
Drink up, Jess.
There you go.
He's looking after the troops. Good on you. Yeah, I was like, somehow.
There's still a lot in this one.
Oh, smells delicious. Okay, so Old Forester Signature 100 proof. Obviously 100 proof, 50%. New Chart American Oak, non-age stated. $120 by the litre in Australia because it was a travel retail item, but in the US you're looking at about $45 for 750 mils. Mash bill is the same between Old Forester and Woodford Reserve, which is 72% corn, 18% rye, and 10% malted barley. Helps if I can read my own handwriting from like a metre and a half back, but that's why I'm blind. And we're not doing getting blind, but that might drop this weekend. Oh, thank you. Do you know what? That's actually. How big's your head? I can't actually. Do I look?
No, I don't. I wouldn't wear glasses.
Oh, that was good content for the people playing at home.
Go get your eyes checked, mate.
She's like, well, fucking looks like I'm staying here tomorrow.
Yeah, I told you, stay here all day. I will either leave that bit in or cut it out, I haven't decided yet. Yeah, mash bill. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. Old Forester, Signature, 100 proof.
Yep.
You should have cleaned that glassware, Jesus.
Look at the fucking
Skid marks on the side of it.
Ah, what the fuck are you doing with this? Dunking yourself in there.
All of them have essence of creamy jazz. Viscous,
As we now know.
as we now know.
Yellowish grey.
So, each essence of jazz has 4 happy hormones in it.
Back to the Signature series.
Dopamine,
I don't know where the lid is.
yeastrogen. I don't know, it's on the floor.
How about that one?
I said yeastrogen.
Yeast. Yeah, there is yeast in this.
Yeastrogen.
I guess technically it is part of the mash bill, the yeast.
Good. Good. I'd hope so. Anyway, Brown Foreman's never coming on, ever. Unless we get Andy, but Andy's a loose unit, so we love him. Yeah, Old Forester Signature 100 proof has been in circulation for a few years, but has only made it down under due to travel retail shitting the bed. Only because of COVID and any other excuse they want to use to say, hey, we can't move bottles in the US, but if you bring them into the Australian market, maybe we can move them that way. Yeah, imported by Brown Forman Australia, which is interesting because I thought this might have been like a UK exclusive because they don't actually call it Old Forester Signature in the States. Yeah, it's just called 100 proof, and I was like keeping an eye on it when I was
Well,
over
unless
there.
it's the same with the.
Because we've started to see the
Barrel
new...
strength.
So US is barrel proof, we're barrel strong. International is barrel.
Barrel proof, barrel strength, yeah.
We've started to see the new bottles of this, right? All the different bottles, like the American bottle of this here, in some places.
Which was
Yeah,
what,
like...
like 120, but I think that was the old, that's the Signature.
New looking bottle with the metal screws on.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, there's a few of them knocking about these days.
Oh.
Do you know where?
Yeah.
when pressed, you could probably, because I saw 120 at Nick's, and I thought they were using the old stock.
I'm sure Nick's is a new bottle. There's a couple of others. There's definitely 2 other places that've got it. 'Cause I've seen it.
Okay, because unless that's 120 at 700 mils, which kind of fits
sure
with the demographic.
Drink Society, I think, had it at one point. but I
Yeah,
think
that
that's
was
sold
109, but yeah, they sold out.
out.
How much you pay for these?
Good question. No, I can't even remember. I've had them for ages because I've got 3 or 4 bottles of them.
Fucking hell.
I love Old Forester 100 proof. What's wrong with that?
Just bought one.
Yeah, and then I don't know, frisbee the other bottle for good content.
That was so close.
He said he's just like, no, it's not a sticker. It's actually on there.
Yeah, it's on there. Which is really interesting because it because say this is like the bottle we see in Australia, and this is the older style bottling,
Neither of them match.
and none of them are really the thing. So I would say like this bottle is closer to that one.
They dropped the proof to the new ones. What was the old one?
That was the old one we used to see.
Oh, 86.
86. So that's the
Actually,
US standard, but
yeah,
now they've changed the bottling to
80.
86. But
How long until we see it drop down to 37.5?
Don't say that.
we won't see it drop down to 37.5. We'll see it drop to 37. To be fair, it's not benchmark though. So, but fuck Sazerac.
You're not getting an invite to anything ever again.
Yeah, but they can eat a dick. To be fair. Fuck their pricing.
Sazerac.
Yeah.
We're saying Sazerac and nothing else.
Yeah, unless they're doing a 6-year fucking baby Saz pick, I'm not interested. But Buffalo Trace is okay.
I hope it's a stage it's coming. The other one's yet to be announced.
Well, yeah, we did the numbers, yeah.
I mean, I take a SAS pick as well.
Yeah.
Well, we know it's not a Sazerac.
Yeah,
No,
but
yeah,
We're getting off trail. Keep going.
Sorry, yeah, Brown Forman, we started talking about Sazerac. This is probably why Brown Forman and Sazerac won't come on.
There's probably other reasons.
There's definitely.
Yeah,
other reasons.
there's probably related, who knows. Yeah, but it is still in circulation, as JC covered, in some retailers, which would be interesting to see if it is the new style bottlings at the Bourbon and not the Signature. So I do cover that below, where I did say that the Signature was mentioned in the US, but it's not actually on the bottlings themselves. But the Signature is non-age stated, and it's aged for at least 4 years because it is a Kentucky straight bourbon in their heat cycle warehouses, which was interesting to see that they use heat cycle warehouses.
Yeah, interesting.
Because they're like Louisville, and I think the coldest it got in Louisville, and I was still cruising around in t-shirt and shorts, was 3 degrees. I was like, this is cracking weather. And that was April, so it was good weather. Loved it. Where was I? Oh yeah, this is a step up from our basic offering at 80 proof, which is pictured beside it anyway. So it's good to kind of see that that's what Old Forester was 60 odd bucks these days. At BWS was probably the last time I saw it. But gents, please hit me with Zenos.
It does have that very familiar
Yeah.
brown form taste.
100%.
It's
Brown form nose.
do you know what?
Yeah.
It's like our MGP rye.
Yeah.
Like our Emerald Giant tasting. I kind of had a half stroke there, but it was words were coming to me as I was saying them. Emerald Giant tasting, where it was just that 4-year MGP rye, is so familiar because it's in so many brands.
Everything, yeah.
And it's how many times have you had young, old, or 4-year-old Old Forester at that proof point?
Yeah.
Be it your 1870 is what? Still your 45%. Your 1897 is your 4-year-old, 100 proof.
Yeah.
What have we got?
Woodford
Statesman.
Reserve.
Yeah,
Statesman.
Woodford Reserve. Yeah. Woodford Reserve is still 40.
Yep.
But
No, if you got the old Aussie stuff at 43.2, or if you got the US
Yeah.
stuff at 45.2.
yeah, I got you. Oh, is that? Oh, that is 40%. Oofed.
Yeah, the Aussie stuff's only 40 now. They dropped it from 45 to 43 and then to 40.
Oh, that's piss poor. I've had this for
but-
ages. Oh,
But like, it's got the same nose. It's just like,
Yeah.
you could even say it smells similar to JD. It's just
Yeah.
maple and banana notes turned down.
Yeah.
It's like it's like caramelized banana. Like it's
Yeah.
just on that sweetness side of it, but it's still there.
You're right. And I think it's whatever
Super
barrels Brown
Super
Foreman
familiar.
use.
Yeah, yeah. However they're toasting,
Yeah.
charring, however they're
Because
whatever
it's
they're
that same note you get across all three brands, and you're just like Brown Foreman.
It's just like a Brown Foreman always is, but it's like a super inviting like nose.
Yeah.
For that.
Well, it's
Sweet. Very little like spice. There's nothing offensive there.
No,
it's
no.
just
like it's a little thin, but again, like it's only 4 years old. It's at least 4 years.
Yeah.
It's 50%, 100 proof.
Yeah. It's
They've
super
got that-
homely. Like
It's just easy.
easy. Yeah, we
It's
know
all you
that
can
easy.
drink by yourself, by itself rather.
Start a
you can-
private Instagram. That becomes easy.
like it.
I think I'm
Something you could drink by itself with Coke or in a cocktail, and it's
Jacob's
going to hold up
girlfriend by the sound of
everywhere.
things.
Get out of here. Don't drag me into this little fucking whatever you're doing.
Tell us about Buffalo Trace picks that are $150, mate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is Eagle Rare we should
Yeah, you gonna shit on Eagle Rare a little bit more?
I love Eagle Rare. I don't know what you're talking about.
Insert Jacob fucking shit getting $150 Eagle Rare picks in.
No.
Now and then, so the price, like $20 change isn't too bad, like considering we watched Eagle Rare jump from $80 to now 120.
Don't remind me.
Still stings.
Some retailers charging 150. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Don't call Ray out like that, you dog.
What?
You're fucked, eh? Ray's trying to feed his family, and you're just like, this fucking guy.
Picks are different. Picks are
Here
different.
we go.
God, that was
Watch him
clarified now.
Now watch him backpedal.
I wasn't. Fuck. Eagle Rare general Eagle Rare price.
Here we go.
I'll pay more for a pick any day. The fucking general. You fuck all of this.
You think you can throw me under the bus, mate? I'm the one with all the...
You threw yourself under the bus and then tried to drag me in with you.
I do that from time to time. To be fair.
Caramel.
Yeah.
Some oak notes, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Like fresh oak, if more so than like that deep
Yeah.
charred oak note you normally get.
I think there is a fruitiness to it, and I can't tell if that's like
Yeah.
the youth of it comes through, like a little bit like an apple, you know, there, like a.
Yeah.
I'm still living in banana land. I can't really move past that because it's just so familiar and inviting living on Jack Daniels as a small child, which like still am now. But like, I think Mum was breastfeeding it to me when I was 10, so
Why are you being breastfed at 10?
that's where you draw the line.
And they've been Jack Daniels, and there's so much wrong with it. Like,
I mean, weirdly, I see less wrong with giving a 10-year-old Jack Daniels than I do with breastfeeding a 10-year-old.
No.
I mean, both are either 8 years too early or too late.
Yeah, fair.
it's like
8 years too early, am I right?
because the palate's good. Like it's
Breastfed.
like the like the banana note comes through, like it's sweet. Like I said, the nose is nothing is offensive on the nose. Same with the palate, like it's super inviting, super approachable. Like if I had someone come over and they were new to bourbon, I'd probably go for something like that. Like I think it's pretty good.
I'd
Pretty
probably,
approachable.
I guess, like for Scotchy people, you'd start at like your 80 proof because you go, hey, like all your Scotch is at 40%, so you may as
No
well.
idea what he's fucking talking about.
All Scotch is at 40%. What are you talking about?
You're going to trigger a few people with that, and I can't wait for it.
Prove me wrong. You tell me about all your Johnny Walker Black labels, because I don't want to hear about it. I don't
I
care.
mean, that's a very... Anyway, continue. Not getting into that whole thing.
Anyway, so Johnny Walker won't have me on either. So just burn 3 brands.
But
in
apparently
one.
McCallum will.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm the brand ambassador, so it's fair.
Which is at 43.
It is 43. See?
Yeah. Keep going.
100 proof though. Yeah, I'd probably feed them like say 80 because you're still tasting everything that you would at that 100. It's just dialed down a little bit. Obviously, add a little bit more water. Everything opens up, and there's a reason why we see it at 80 for the Australian market rather than your 37. Because if they could, they would.
I still think they would if they were desperate enough.
Yeah.
I just like the spot, like, because I've not had that in a while, but I like this little bit of heat that brings with it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not overpowering, but it's just enough that you kind of keeps it interesting, stops it being flat.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, you know.
I guess you'd be in the same argument as like that's why all bourbon tastes great at 100 proof.
Yeah, like, it's just a great proof point, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's.
Fuck, bottle in bond. Like there's a reason why that is such a cracker point.
Okay, so 100 proof.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather drink this or something a little more?
Do you want me to grab the E.H. Taylor?
Oh, I wasn't going to go there yet. I was going to go Wild Turkey 101 first, and then I was going to say EHT.
Well, I've got the EHT behind me, and we can just go against that.
Because
101's a good, I reckon, is a good comparison to it.
because that can range in price from anything from fuck all to way too much.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I paid 300 for this,
Holy shit.
but that
Are
was.
you okay?
Yeah, like I'm fine. I'm not like my kids will eat.
Where's the turkey?
Turkey. It'd be on the Campari family, so you'll find it.
Behind the second bottle. He always has the full up front.
No, it's a rye.
No, it's
Oh,
right.
it's a rye. I didn't even know you had the rye.
Oh no, just pop the. Yeah, you're right. We're family. It's old bottling, but you'll be right. Maybe I should pop that Macallan glass wherever it is.
Because like off the bat, all memory, like single barrel is my favourite.
Yeah, I love the single barrel too. Like trying the small batch, it's
Oh,
trash.
fucking
But-
small batch is trash. And for some reason, it's more expensive in Australia. I don't get that.
But you'll see it for like.
That's not a good nose up with that.
Oh really?
Crack.
Okay, well maybe get that in now, and then like we can start talking about it a little bit. Here we go. Maybe it'll bring Sazerac back to the table. It's always good to kind of play off with comparisons as well. But we're playing with two different things here. Like 101 is what, 6 or 7 years old?
No, I can't remember what they said in that talk we had.
Yeah.
When they're doing the 12-year release.
Yeah.
A blend of 6 to whatever.
I always get like
8,
weird
right?
gummy lollies out of E.H. Taylor every time. But weirdly enough, I still prefer the Old Forester.
Fresh crack is that. I
was gonna say, I think I prefer that over that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But yeah, again, fresh crack, I don't know if it's going to open up. That's. But
So,
again, like it's a.
E.H. Taylor is much more refined. Like if we're going to start talking about like levels of,
No, that every day.
Yeah,
you reckon?
That
100%.
has
with that. 100%.
better body. It's thicker.
Oh, I don't want a thick
This
boy.
this I still feel is quite thin, and weirdly I feel that's thin.
That feels tight. Like it feels like it needs to look like just under it a little bit, and I think that might
But
help.
that-
All right, yeah,
that
I
is-
see what you're getting at.
Where is this from?
I've had that for a few years.
Where are the first digits? It says 16.
I think they said pre-marriage.
Yeah, that's what it said 16.
Yeah.
Which is. Yeah, that's-
Yeah, like but I'm like a Brown Foreman fanboy at heart. So, but to be fair, I did rank that Jack super low.
like I picked this is the best by a little bit. I
I
think.
thought that would taste better.
But
I think this is my bottom. I think I'd prefer that.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does.
But if you gave me that and then I followed with that, I wouldn't be disappointed.
All right, so we're talking, even if we're looking at it, we're talking
Just got-
$70 price difference between each of them.
Yeah.
At like on the higher end,
Because what was that?
because you can get that for like $220. That's $120. So even you're like $100 there, that's $70. Now what?
It's a bit
$77.
more than that, yeah. It's a
Yeah.
You can get it if you try. You can get it.
I know I can get it for $70. So,
I got it for 40 the other day thanks to Uber Eats.
40.
Yeah,
That's
because
so
Uber Eats
good.
fucked up that discount.
Yeah.
fuck yeah. New style bottling too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, some new
sexy.
stuff, yeah. But yeah, weirdly, I'd go that.
Yeah,
But yeah, there's obviously a big difference between all of them.
Because like
oh yeah, she needs to open up.
the weird thing for me is like tasting them three together. I'm like, that feels on its own. These two feel a bit closer together.
Yeah,
I'm like, because like this is better than that, I think, but they're not miles and miles apart.
no.
And for the price,
It's
I'm like,
within walking distance.
it just shows to me how good that stuff is
Yeah,
for the price.
I'm actually surprised.
yeah. Like I'd reach that. I just love that toasted banana note, like those caramelized sugars. And I always get like this weird funky jelly bean note out of the E.H. Taylor line. I always find it pop up in the 4 grain or amaranth. Not 4 grain.
I like the amaranth.
But there was a reason why it was $20 a pour at Webster's.
Because no one liked it.
Well, there was... Kamali loves it.
Oh,
He killed the bottle, so...
I don't like the amaranth. It was...
Mm.
Yeah, no, not my thing.
But once again, circle back, Brown Foreman. Okay, so obviously good to get a comparison into, just to kind of understand where everything kind of sits. Circling back though, how did this stack up on the palate then? I know you said you preferred the E.H. Taylor, but
Palette was followed the same thing as the nose. It was very much the Brown Foreman portfolio.
yeah,
You've got those caramel notes, there's vanilla notes, a bit of oak. I found a little watery, which you definitely can tell next to that.
Yeah. I do think the proof saves it though, because
Mm.
I think like it carries that little bit of spice.
Yeah, it does
Like
have a
kinda
bit of oiliness that helps coat
Yeah.
the tongue, that makes it.
Because the finish isn't particularly long, but
So,
it's there. Then it kind of like drops off a little bit, but I think the palate's good. Like if you gave me that for that price, I'm like, that's a good, especially for a litre bottle, 100 proof,
yeah,
Old Forester. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's good.
only,
I mean, because like what 1897's 100 proof. I mean, I know it's not different bottles, but
Yeah.
that's like $100
yeah. It's about $100.
to get 400 milliliters.
But they were saying like a Wolf bottle in bond, it's still 4 years old, 100 proof.
Yeah.
And straight they won't put out anything less than 100. Anything less than 4. So,
as in Brown Foreman one, or in general?
no, straight.
Yeah.
Straight sober.
It's 2 years.
Straight's 2 years old. Oh well, that definitely doesn't taste like 2-year-old juice.
Yeah, straight's 2.
Yeah,
And then anything over 3 it needs to use.
age stated. Yeah.
That's
If they want to put an age statement on it.
right. And then bottom
Yeah.
bottles for use.
Yeah.
But
Good.
yeah, so
That's the thing. Yeah, it's good.
Just like it's just classic, like we said, like it's classic Brown Foreman. It's
Classic.
it's better than this. I buy that over that, but I'm not buying this.
because that to me like that feels like when I said before like the proof helps this. I mean obviously that's what that's missing. Like it feels very flat. It feels very like watered down. Like it doesn't carry any like
100%.
proof like
Yeah.
spice. Whereas this I think does. And like I said for the price, I'm like
It's still a
It's a good
medium finish on that one as well. Like
yeah, there's a little like
a lot of
there, a little
spice
bit.
there. Yeah, still carries through rather well. Like it's only just kind of died off then.
Yeah.
So still like 10, 15
Yeah, like-
seconds in the mouth.
Yeah, it is a weak finish, but it is medium.
Yeah,
And that, like,
yeah.
There's not a lot.
Not a lot going on. It's like
Yeah.
just that spice. There's no oak there. I was expecting a little bit, but no. It's just there's spice. So actually, it kind of tails off to a little bit more of a disappointing. I just fucking
You just look really sad when you said
Oh,
that.
it's like I feel like you just chatted yourself.
yeah, just it's like someone walked down my dog.
Drink this one.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I don't
See,
mean cats.
I think this is coming up.
You got me. You got me.
I'm so glad.
I was about to
After
say,
how many episodes it's been, you got me.
I think this has opened up a little bit, and I'm like, the late palate into finish, I think is better. It's still a little tight still, but like,
Oh, she is so much better now. I don't know.
that's always good. What the fuck are you doing now?
It's like kissing your first cousin. You know?
Always good.
In a bad time that you just don't want to tell your nan.
We don't talk about what happens in or out.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, park,
Park.
not rail. Come on. What else are we gonna do to pass the time? Punch billies?
You
Not
do,
from Ballarat.
you do definitely get that like jelly bean. No, like I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm.
Like a grapiness to it.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
the purple jelly beans.
Oh, so from some white wine variable?
Not white wine, red wine.
Red
my fuck.
Oh, red wine.
Like a
Like a 2019 Soraya.
Soraya. What the fuck? Have you been outside as an adult?
No. No, I do all my best drinking inside with you guys on film, so people actually think I have friends.
Are you trying to say Shiraz or Shiraz?
Greg.
Perfect. Yep.
Anyway,
Tastes like a great Greg.
I've had a great Greg. Tastes like him. Even spits in your mouth too. Second one, I'll take it.
No, I didn't give it that time. Nearly did.
Nearly. That's close. Just like Greg was.
So to finish
So
off,
he's Greg too. To finish off on our friend George Gavin Brown,
Mr. Old Forester. Yep.
Mr. Old Forester himself.
Birthday was the other day. Last
Yeah,
week.
that's true.
HB.
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 HBBB.
HB.
I can't do it with you two. You two are too much. I don't know why I do this every week. Maybe because it's like.
So as you were saying, the buy bar pass.
Yeah, leaning into that, like I did buy 4 bottles because I love this stuff. But it's only because I'm nuts. And like the highest we see Jack Daniel's single barrel is 45%. Unless you see our friends at the Drink Society, which currently have for 47 at $100. Which
Good
is
job.
good, so we know
Yeah.
that's US import. So good on them. Yeah, I'll throw this turkey back too. Good stuff.
Buy bar pass.
Buy. Yeah, for sure. 100 proof. Old Forester goodness.
I think that's the thing.
Later
It's like
ball.
100 proof, Old Forester goodness in
Yeah.
your mouth hole.
Yeah, literally. Just good. Like it's just good. Like it's not going to be a special occasion pour. I don't think no. But is it-
Special occasion,
Yeah.
like
But like you want it to sit neat on a weeknight. It's going to help you. You want it to mix it in a cocktail. It's probably going to stand up pretty well.
yeah, understand.
Yeah.
I just think it's a good all rounder.
I'm
Like
with the both buy and pass.
Interesting.
I wouldn't.
Lay it up.
I wouldn't buy it at a bar. I know what it is. I'm
Yeah.
not going to spend money tasting something that I already know what it's going to taste like.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's other stuff at bars that are probably more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Buy in that, like you said, it's good for cocktail, good for people who don't know what they're drinking,
Yeah.
good for people who like bourbon but aren't into bourbon. But also pass because I don't think I'm buying stuff like that anymore, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
fair.
I'd rather spend an extra $20-$30 and get something more interesting.
I get that. Yeah.
So I'm like in a weird buy/pass.
I'd put it in that bracket of like if you were someone who bought like you were drinking like an Eagle Rare or an Oak Creek in that kind of like $80 bracket and you wanted something.
I'd buy Eagle Rare over that.
No, but I was
I'd
saying
buy
like
Creek over
say
that.
you've already bought it and you're like,
Yeah.
I've not bought from Old Forester before. I want something a
Yeah.
bit different. I'm like,
Yeah.
you get a litre of it. It's 100 proof. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, fair enough.
it's-
Fair
I
enough.
think in that scenario, I'm like, I'd recommend it to people. I'm like, I completely agree on. Would I buy it for myself to drink like right now? Probably not.
Yeah.
But I think on its own,
Coming to Jess's house, like
I think it's good
you know,
stuff.
he
Like,
puts it up on the table. Hey, like.
I'm like, I'll take this though. But
That's actually a very crisp looking label for how old it is.
Well, it's been in its tube.
Yeah.
She doesn't have that Dan Murphy's
that's
discoloration.
how
So
fucking Bell's chicken.
oh,
the Bell chicken.
oh, the Bell's chicken one.
Oh,
Oh, that
God.
has seen some days.
For those who don't know what we're talking about, it's literally the colour of Jez's paper. It's just sheet white, and it should have been this colour, like this kind of colour.
It's disgusting.
Horrible.
If you guys are walking past Bell's, in
Since
the
the
next,
Pappy 15, it's gone from coloured to black and white.
Don't drink the Pappy.
Just don't drink the Pappy at Bell's.
no, I love Bell's, but no.
Or the food.
Oh, also, well, on the flip side, you should not be having Pappy and hot chicken.
No.
No, you're a goose if you are.
But they also sell Pappy and. What do they sell? The.
Yeah. Also, well, it is the fancy side of Sydney. I can't afford to go there, so I don't know, like, I don't live in the rocks though.
Yeah.
Balmain's nice, but glass made of goop.
So at the end of all that, we've got a buy / pass.
It's like that's two opposite ends of the scale, and it just died, so it's done with our shit. So we may as well wrap it up there.
Peace.
Deuce. Thank you guys for tuning in. Jacob's obviously out, and my camera shit the bed. So thank you guys. Love you, and hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Jacob, Glossolaine, JC,
Peace.
Jack in the Bottle. I'm Jez. Peace.